Welcome to Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Daryl.
Yes,
What up, my
sir.
boy?
What's
What's
going
happening?
on? How you feeling, man?
Not much, man. Y'all like, y'all comment, y'all share, y'all subscribe, y'all do everything y'all got to do to get us out there. We appreciate it though, because y'all been
Yes,
looking out for us for
yes,
real
sir.
though. Like y'all really been subscribing, y'all really been watching. We really do appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
today,
sir.
bro,
What we got, bro? What we
I
got?
don't even really want. We're gonna talk about Greek letter organizations in the church. Is it
Uh-oh.
good or bad?
Uh-oh.
Is it good or bad? I
Is it
mean,
good or bad?
yeah. Me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and because I used to, roll with the Sigmas, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, I personally, this is just me.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't think it's a bad thing if somebody wants to be a part of a Greek letter organization
Right.
and be part of a church. Now the problem comes in where you got the older people and some
Mm-hmm.
younger folk looking at them cross-eyed, like
Right. Yep.
you're oh, so you part of the you Greek letter? Yeah, I'm Greek. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
Greek. Man, I heard they demonic. Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm with you, dog, man. I agree with you too. But I think, man, for me, for the most part, that when those people, like the older people or younger people,
Mm-hmm.
look down on them or whatever, it's demonic or whatever, they look at the dancing slash hopping side of
Yep.
things of what they
And the
do
partying, yeah,
in the party, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But not,
yeah,
hey, everybody, come in and get some Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, a lot of them, a lot of people that's in fraternities and sororities, when they in the church, a lot of them, they do a lot of planning. They on,
yeah,
on mission with the missionaries, whatever it may be, trustees, counting money.
yeah.
So, outside of them, maybe trying to showboat. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
that's what a lot of people don't like that either because they try to showboat like they're better than everybody else.
So let me tell the folk that that be talking about these fraternities, what they can bring to y'all church.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They can be the leadership skills they got. You know what I'm saying? They got strong leadership skills. They
Hold
got
up.
community service.
Hold up. I'm,
Excuse
I'm,
me.
I'm, I'm gonna chime me in real quick.
Go ahead, dog.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you say what you
Uh-huh.
was gonna say, but and I know you was gonna come with this,
Uh-huh.
but you know what they want to hear. They gonna bring y'all that paper.
They gonna bring y'all that, hey, bring y'all the bag. I'm just saying, hey,
Yeah,
I'm getting
they
to it,
they
doc.
they probably did like this then, huh?
Yeah, they can bring the bag now. They can get
You
some
know what I'm
people in
saying?
there. They can
Yep.
organize all kind of cookout,
Yep.
church cookouts.
Yep.
Hey, at $5, $10 a plate. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, wait
Yeah.
a minute. We got how many members?
Yeah. So,
Multiply that,
man,
dog.
I know you was gonna bring that. I didn't want to leave that. We were gonna put that at the top of the list for
Yeah,
the
dog.
for those who are in doubt.
Yeah. And excellent organization in church. They
Yeah.
can organize like nobody business, dog.
Yep.
They can
Hmm.
educate, which ain't that what churches want to do? And
Yep.
they want to so they align
That's
in
what I thought.
exactly with what y'all want to do. Listen, they can bring a sense of belonging back to the young people. Like for example, right?
Hmm.
If you had a Greek
Hmm.
and he got strong ties to his alma mater,
Right.
which is say like just say UNC, Chapel Hill, or Duke,
Hmm. Hmm.
and he played ball there.
Yeah.
You know how effective he can be by, hey coach, hey, listen, I want to know if I can just do a camp. My church want to do a basketball camp
Yep.
or a football camp, for the young people to try to get them, see what it's like. Let's, can we
Hmm.
do a week camp or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And,
Right.
know what Duke end up doing or UNC? Oh, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
we can do that. And, we'll just sponsor it. We'll pay for it. You just bring
Hmm.
them up here for the week, and we'll show them tips. You let them,
Hmm.
get to meet the football, basketball, whomever. Y'all don't
Right.
know how it can help. It can really help, y'all. They can,
Now,
and that's how you reach. That's how
yeah.
they outreach and reach the younger generations like
Now,
that. You know what I
now,
mean?
yeah. Right. So now some of the churches that you may be talking about
Mm-hmm.
that may have a problem with the fraternities or the sororities now, whether they have any of those members in their church or not.
Mm-hmm.
If let's say, for instance, if they do,
Yeah.
all the things that you just named, ask them how would their church, be if they take out
True that.
all those resources.
True that.
But
You
I
know,
know some are gonna come back. Well, God, yeah, He is gonna make a way.
he will.
But I know how they would try to flip that. But you take those members, take all those members out. What you saying with all those connects and those ties or whatever,
Yeah.
ties,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the coaches or anything for the young people,
Yeah.
with the resources or whatever. Take all that stuff out of their church and see how that goes for you.
It ain't gonna go well, dog. And I understand what they said too. You know, the Lord will make a way. He
Right.
will. And
Right.
I'm not saying that he won't, but I'm just saying I think them being in the church is a good thing. Now, here's the I don't see it as a negative, but some
Me.
people see it these parts as a negative.
Mm-hmm.
Some argue about rituals, oaths, and secrecy of fraternities and sororities,
Mm-hmm.
how it conflicts with biblical teachings. All right, so thou shalt not steal. How does any of that right there I just read
Right.
conflict with? Because you got a lot of folks in their line stealing,
Mm-hmm.
all kind of stuff that's going. The oath, how does that? How's that a bad thing when you take an oath to go in the military?
Right.
And I'm sure some jobs may
Some
you
jobs,
may
yeah.
have you read like the mission statement. This is our mission to do boom, 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 and
Mm-hmm.
you read it, and you
Yep.
sworn to that secrecy. Well, when I get it behind these walls here, I ain't gonna tell nobody how we make them Reese's Pieces butter peanut butter cups.
Right. Exactly. You're right.
I'm just saying, I'm never gonna tell people how we make these tires at Firestone,
Mm-hmm.
Colonial, wherever these other places at. They
Mm-hmm.
sworn to secrecy. I'm trying to figure out what the difference is though, bro.
They can't, to me, man, they can't get the older people,
Yeah.
and like you said, some younger people, they can't get the partying
Aspect, yeah.
aspect of it out of the fraternities and the sororities when they see them in church or whatever. They just, for some reason, they just can't get that you know
Well,
out of their mind.
they better not
So
join. They better not go to their military base then, because they're gonna be shocked.
that's what I'm saying, because hey, we party more than they do, if you ask me.
They're gonna be shocked. I'm telling you, they go to any base, they gonna be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Yo, what is going on down
Right.
here?" Yeah,
Exactly.
they gonna be like, "Yo, this is crazy."
And I guess when they come in, like, you might see some videos with them, I
Mm-hmm.
guess all of them are, well, I guess with the line dance, whatever the stepping or whatever it is they
Mm-hmm.
doing, and
Stepping, yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, they kind of look at it like, this, I don't have a problem with it myself, but if I'm looking at some of the older people
Mm-hmm.
that, like, they probably looking at it like, if they doing it in the church or something like that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Or outside of the church, they kind of probably feel like, it is what it is. But I mean, if you look back when they was 30 years old, they was doing the same thing.
Same exact thing,
But
dog.
they,
And
for-
that
they but they forgot about that though.
they forgot they was 30. That's
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
Don't make me go back and find some of your videos now. Don't make me or
Right.
some of
See what
your
I'm saying?
pictures. Some of them
Right.
pictures y'all got, they be like, yo, I know this ain't my grandma that wasn't telling me I can't do nothing.
Right.
That's her. That's the one. Look at that video. Look at her.
That's funny that you said it, because I saw something like that yesterday. It was this girl. She had a she had a picture
Mm-hmm.
talking about, it had a caption up on it saying, "My mom was telling me I need to set my fast head down, whatever." She was like in her 20s, I think, 30s or
Uh-huh.
something like that. But she found an old picture, but she of her mom. She said, "But look at my mama."
Right. You see what
And
I'm
mom
saying?
and mom was laying back across the bed with that two piece on.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So,
The
so
same one that
yep,
telling me not to do X, Y, is the same.
yep.
Boy, I almost called somebody else skeezer. Keisha tell me I need to stop saying that. I'm, I'm at to
Yeah,
work on. Keisha, I'm sorry. I'm at to work on it. It
you
just
got to work
it
on
popped
that.
out.
Yeah.
It popped out, dog. I'm just saying.
Hmm.
But as for, as the church,
Hmm.
they supposed to be like uniters.
Yeah.
And so when they start telling people, the Greek letter organizations are demonic, do
Hmm.
you really think that a person that's into the church, in a fraternity, gonna come to that church? When you're telling them
Right.
straight up and down, no, y'all, you demonic, you connected to a demonic entity. I am. Which entity I'm trying to figure out
Right.
what I'm connected to, dog. Help me out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just, sometimes they say that because they heard, when they heard the word rituals,
Hmm.
chants, oaths,
Yeah.
they lose their mind. Like they freak out.
But
Like,
in saying all of that, and you
mm-hmm.
calling these fraternities and stuff like that, you calling them demonic.
Yeah.
The church folks,
Mm-hmm.
they ain't got no oath. A
They
lot of them
don't.
ain't been in no oath, right? Because they ain't never really been in nothing, right?
Exactly.
They
Exactly.
ain't been under no oath. They ain't been in no fraternity.
Nope.
But you go to church on Sunday and park in their park or get their favorite seat, and you see what kind of demonic spirit come out.
Ooh, a cussing spirit gonna pop out that. What?
Yeah. Yeah, see what come out there, but but they putting y'all because you was in fraternity, I wasn't.
Yeah.
So they put y'all in a box.
And then, hey, listen, you cut them off in traffic, see what happens.
Yup. See what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
They ain't even got to go out the house to do it. Kick that baby toe on something.
Yes, sir. You right.
Boy,
Right.
you got grandma have a profanity laced
Mhm.
conversation, dog, all the way through the house.
Right.
I'm gonna ask myself these questions because I was in a fraternity, dog. Have you
Mhm.
ever wrestled with balancing your faith in Greek life? Never.
Right.
And what man say,
No.
never. it ain't never.
Right.
It ain't something that you gotta balance. Because
Hmm.
if you know the hierarchy, if you know God first
Yep.
and not the fraternity first. Now I
Right.
get it. Some people do get it mixed up. They do want to make the fraternity be first,
Hmm.
then God, and
Oh no.
then they kids,
It ain't
then
gonna
the
work.
dog, then the wife.
Yeah, that
If
ain't gonna work.
she always at the
We
bottom.
said that. We said the dog, then the wife.
She always at the bottom. Yeah, the hierarchy is messed up. Some of them want it like that, but I never dealt with
Well,
them
you
deep.
sound like you sound like some of them people in Washington. Oh, but that's a subject for another day though.
Yes, we'll be here for another 2-3 days talking about these
They
fools.
put the wife last.
Yeah, all the way at the bottom. Did you see your organization as a tool for service or distraction from God? I saw it as a tool for service because
Hmm.
we did a lot of events.
Hmm.
The cleanups.
Right.
Sleep out for the homeless.
Hmm.
Where we slept out in the cold and sleeping bags and collected goods for the homeless
Right.
and donations. We did the sponsor road cleanups.
Hmm.
Uh, mentoring young men by going to being our academic advisor for NC State,
Hmm.
Xi
Hmm.
Zeta, and then um, St. Aug Beta Xi. They
Hmm.
call it do or die Beta Xi, but
Right.
you know, I I was kind of coach, help these young guys with that.
Hmm.
And so I felt like it was a tool because they
Yeah.
raised money, for different events and stuff like that. It showed me brotherhood, but it was
Hmm.
always the faith was first.
Right.
Now, when you younger and you in it, of course, you're
Right.
gonna because if you ain't ever experienced like the partying
Hmm.
or that type of life or that type of attention, it'll draw some people off. But we
Hmm.
grew up doing all of that, partying and all of that.
Right.
So it wasn't nothing that was
It
new
was
to
a
me.
yeah. That wasn't nothing. That was light work.
Yeah. You know what
You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
saying? He
Yeah,
says,
but
no,
but
go
I
ahead. No,
but,
you
but
gotta
I
say
was
it.
gonna say too when you was talking about the like the older people or younger people when they see these people come in, like
Mm-hmm.
I guess they like they got to do better because I
Mm-hmm.
ran across a few like that. Now
Uh-huh.
some of these people that's in these fraternities and these sororities,
Uh-huh.
they'll think they're above everybody else.
They
When,
do.
when they
Gotta do
walk
better.
in, and when they walk in the room, you supposed to bow down to them and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a mechanism to make them tone it down. Cause like I said, I was never in a fraternity or a sorority, but it's almost like it's almost like they're bred like that. Like each class, every even down from the oldest to the top to the
Some of
lowest,
them are.
youngest or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, you know, your AKAs, your deltas, all this stuff like this right here, they just bougies all get out.
Yeah.
You know, even though now let me get this straight. Now we got family members that's deltas,
Yep. For
but
sure.
they are not bougie. They come from us.
Yeah.
But as a whole, that's how people view
Yeah.
these, you know, these sororities and these fraternities, just like you know with the Qs and with the Kappas, especially definitely the Kappas. You know, I heard
Yeah.
people talk about them. They said that's the pretty boy
Yeah.
fraternity.
They think
You know what I'm
they
saying? They
think they
can't,
are, dog.
yeah, they can't get their shoes dirty or whatever. They got to walk, you know, like whatever it is they do, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, but, and I guess when people see them come in, you know, they got their little tags, they got their little emblem on their license plate or whatever, you know, they got their little letters on, you know, that rub people the wrong way because of that, their actions or their attitude.
Now, do you think now that's that? Do you think that's kind of like a thing of hate too, or a little bit of hate in there? 'Cause you think about it
Yep.
when you roll in there
Mm-hmm.
with them crispy dress blues on, with them blood stripes.
Yeah.
I don't see nobody get in their feelings about it. Oh man, that's a nice uniform you got now.
Right.
Well, you
Right.
sharp as clean as a bill of health.
Right.
Do you think there's a because they don't get the same reaction when they see the dress blues as when they see them Greek letters? So do you think it's a
But
little bit of hate?
you know what? Maybe I'm biased on this or whatever, but you know, when you see majority of the time, like when you see a person with dress blues on, right, with the blood
Uh-huh.
stripe, right,
Uh-huh.
when you walk in and you know the people talking to you, you know, and you greeting the people,
Yeah.
like you know, because you know I had my people, you know, they talking to you. I'm greeting the people, you know. I'm like, "How y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, nice to meet you. You know, this, that, or whatever. Appreciate you. You know, they I appreciate your service or whatever. Appreciate y'all. You know, this and that or whatever. Right?
Uh-huh.
It's all of that, right? But when you meet not all, but majority of the people with the letters, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, how you doing or whatever. Well, when they walk in the room, their nose is so far up in the air like rain can fall because they don't. It's like
Mm-hmm.
they don't give you a friendly vibe
Some
sometimes
of them
because
do, yeah.
it's almost like they're you are beneath them.
It's certain ones that are like that, and I'm gonna
You know
tell
what
you the
I'm saying?
ones that's
So
like that.
yeah, so that's why I guess I would say like I understand what you that now you said with the dress blues. You know when people
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, you know you got your dress blues on, you walk in, it ain't really a hate type thing when they
Yeah.
see it because usually when you got your blues on and you talking to the people on the outside, you kind of giving them some feedback
Yeah.
versus when you see somebody with them letters. When you see somebody come in with them letters and they try to speak to you, whatever, they walk past you like, hey, you supposed to move out my way. I'm
Yeah.
coming through.
Hey,
You
bro,
know what I'm
move out
saying?
the way. You see the signals coming through, dog. Why you gonna still stand there?
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So
I mean, come on, bro.
yeah,
You
that's how some people look at it. You know what I'm
you
saying?
don't see man talk coming through, dog. I mean,
Yeah, get out the way. I'm supposed to speak to you. You know
yeah,
what I'm
that
saying?
was
That's how people are with the letters. A majority of them.
yeah,
Even though we gonna have them in the comments, we welcome them, but it
yeah,
is what it is.
yeah. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've ran across that myself, and the crazy part about it is I ran across it from you know, bros from Sigma and the Masonic side.
Oh man.
Until I hit him with that grip, they were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, now we can fix that." Like let's
Right. You
just
see
a
what
little
I'm saying?
attitude, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I understand you got the letters on, you got
Mm-hmm.
1914 on your
Mm-hmm.
forehead, your neck, your back, your arms,
Mm-hmm.
everywhere, but it toned it down. You never know
But you
who
know what?
around.
But like what you were saying, it's funny as you said that that's crazy that like when you got it from the Masonic brothers,
Yeah,
you know, you was getting it from them, but you said you had to hit them with the grip or whatever, right?
got to.
And then they lighten up. But it seemed like to me, you know, you should kind of be inviting at all times anyway as when they see you, they be like, okay, my dude over there, man, he real cool,
Yeah.
man. He'll chop it up with you and all that versus, you kind of standoffish because you think you the big dog on campus and all of that, right?
I
You know what
always
I'm
try to
saying?
be cool.
Yeah.
Always. Oh,
You know what I'm
shoot.
saying? So that's why a lot of people get rubbed the wrong way
For real.
with those fraternities and Masonics or
You ain't
whatever.
lying. They do.
Not all, like I said, not all, but it's more than it is less.
For sure.
It's like
So
that. You know what I'm
before we get out of here, and I
saying?
forgot to tell y'all too, it's Friday, y'all.
Oh yeah.
mbradio.us,
Hmm.
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, sir.
Every Friday at 6 p.m. Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Dara. So before we get out of here, I'm gonna ask you this and then we're gonna get out of here. Should Greek letters have a place in the pulpit or on the choir robe? Not the person itself. I'm saying, should the Greek letters?
Hmm. That's a good one, bro. I mean, it ain't traditional. You know what I'm saying? Like the person himself,
Yeah,
but I don't know how the older people and like I said,
they
some
ain't gonna
young
go for
people
that.
feel.
I'm
They
telling
ain't gonna
you,
go for that. You stepping up there with your all this here, like you talking about preaching.
they
I
not
don't,
going for zero of that, bro. I'm telling you,
right. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good question though, but
they ain't going for it.
it
Nah,
ain't
I'm
gonna go
telling you
for it
now,
though.
they ain't going for that. Hold on,
No,
wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa,
you
whoa,
might get
Pastor.
you might get some people to get up and walk out.
Yeah,
That's
whoa,
Sunday.
Pastor. So you mean to tell me you gonna have the church on this side, and then you can have a Masonic, you can have the compass and all this stuff? No, bro, come on now. Where you
Right.
doing? Or you can have 586 Omega Psi Phi on this side and the church.
Right.
Nah, bro, we ain't going for that one. Nah, we ain't
Right.
going for that, dog. But I mean, some people, man, they have on
Hmm.
their license plate, whatever fraternity or sorority it is at the
Yeah.
bottom in Christ, or Phi
Yeah.
Beta Sigma in Christ, or whatever in
Hmm.
Christ, and all that stuff like that. And I'm not saying Phi Beta Sigma a lot. I ain't promoting Phi Beta Sigma. I was
Hmm.
just part of it. I can tell you about them.
Right.
I can't tell you about nobody else because I won't part of it.
And that's why, man, I forgot to tell you too. That's why I ain't never really call out your frat a whole lot because I'll tear that up.
Yeah,
I put the was his five his five beta
beta.
sigma.
Yeah, Phi Beta
I
Sigma.
be done say Sigma Phi Beta. I be done
Yeah,
mix it all up. You know what I'm saying? So I said I'm gonna just let you call it out.
yeah. Dog.
Yeah,
1914. The boy know what that is.
yeah, yeah.
Enough
So
said when you say that. They already know. But
yeah,
look, thank y'all for joining. Man Talk 133 with Shaw
yes sir.
and Daryl. Until next time. Hold on, first of all, before we go, dog, y'all like,
Oh
y'all
yeah,
comment, y'all share, y'all subscribe.
right.
Keep it
That's right.
going, y'all. Y'all doing a great job. Keep it going. Until next time, we out.
Yeah.
Peace.